Before you jump ship and get yourself an iPhone, think about the consequences. I'm Anthony for New York Tech Geeks, and this is why you'll hate your iPhone. Now, before we get started, let me just say that these are just my opinions, and this is a 3-part video series, so if you want to talk about why you'll hate your Android phone, you can click here. And if you want to talk about why you'll hate your Windows phone, you can click here. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. First, I want to talk about how iOS is so dumbed down that it almost insults your intelligence. The apps are locked into place and there's no app drawer like on Android, and the few organization features they have is most likely just folders. And there's no widgets besides in the notification panel, which totally defeats the purpose of widgets and information at a glance. There are barely any third-party apps, and the few third-party apps that there are, you cannot set as your default app. For example, if you wanted to say, "Hey Siri, take me here," you can't open Google Maps from that. You can't set it to open Google Maps from that. It will automatically open from Apple Maps every time, no matter what you do. Also, the Google Suite on iOS is a lot worse than the Google Suite on Android, understandably, because Google makes Android. But I will give Apple credit that they are learning how to play nice with other companies, like the Office Suite on iOS, which is only limited on Android. The only customizable features on iOS is setting your background, making a custom keyboard which only works when it wants to, which is not often, and making Siri call you a funny name. Siri as a voice assistant is way far behind Cortana and Google Now. However, Google Now is built into the Google app on iOS, so if you don't mind swiping through a couple pages and opening up the Google app before you can say the magic words,
"Okay, Google,"
this might not count as a downside for you. As far as Lollipop goes, Android has a much better system of organizing your notifications. They organize them based on priority and which ones need most attention, which is a very neat feature which you cannot get on iOS. Being fans of iPhones, you're probably only limited to few devices. With Android, there's an array of devices, so there's definitely something that's right for you. And even with Windows Phone, there's an array of options as well. And the few options that you do have with iPhone, they don't come with much power. With phones coming in with 3, maybe even 4 gigabytes of RAM these days, with the Galaxy S6, you can at least give us 2 gigabytes of RAM, Apple. Come on. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm Anthony. Thanks for watching.